Punch Club continues, although I don't remember where we left off. Maybe because of my brain concussion. Actually, I kind of remember. We took a bad spill, got ourselves injured, which is a bit of a shame, because we are rising up pretty well. But this is a little bit of a setback that might cost us a little. I do think we've got like a little. Last time I remember we were doing fine for both money and yeah, food was fine. So we have time to do a little bit of healing. Come on, 61. Maybe not. That's the one. I forget that 1%, but that 1% is very important to me. Yeah, we are gonna lose a bit of it, but I think all we really need to do is just get ourselves back normal-wise, work up a little so we can buy the medicine, and then get back into the swing of stats and junk and all the fun and garble. So that's pretty good there. Let's go work a little. It should be like 70, I think, for a treatment, if I remember correctly. So just 2 works on this, and then maybe go and see how that is. Yeah, it's been a while since I've been doing anything. Hold on. Forgot to see this is the last day for the sign up. Almost missed that, so congratulations. Which means that now all our fights are working out to be pretty soon. It's a bit of a dilemma, in a way. But I think we'll be fine once we get rid of this brain concussion. I've got brain problems. Yep, 70. It's not great. Really what we lost in the long run was time, which in a way is kind of like one of the most important things we can have, so maybe it's not great. But we do have both these machines we can use to at least still work on our agility to a point. Maybe not the... we probably need to work on stamina just to make sure it doesn't fall. But I'd really love to get to like 13 agility by the day's end, or by at least the fight. Especially if we gotta do the day's end, it'll just roll back. But there's a shot at making this work. I think it's good. We also probably want to use our money to get a couple of skill points. I don't know if we'll be up at the very top, but we definitely have the it'll be worth it. Well, I guess I'm trying to say. What am I trying to say? It's a question that has plagued me for centuries. It feels like I'm just like, words are trying to appear in my mouth. They're just not. Instead, it's just nothing but spaghetti. Does not look like, yeah. At least it's only hunger, thanks to that one thing we have where we deteriorate in fatigue a lot less. Thankfully, the fatigue doesn't actually affect our fights, so we don't have to worry about it in that way. Really, the only thing that affects us is HP and maybe mood? Question mark on that one. I wonder if we'll be able to get enough, judging by the fact that it's going ever so slowly. Probably not. Ooh, but it's close. Oh, sweet. So we get 13. I think I'm gonna have enough time and energy to get this back up to 6. Which is exactly what I kind of want it to be. And so maybe that's the case. In a, yes, I keep reading EPO and it's a problem way, maybe we don't want to be totally fatigued during the fight, or at least for the full day. Let's get some energy in, probably eat the last of our food. Now our fridge is entirely clean and we are ready to do something. So let's start the Rookie League first against Salvador Punches. Oh, what a good fight to get back into the swing of things. Let me just remember everything that I have, though. He doesn't seem to have a dodge, or a block, rather. So getting that breaking through the block thing does not help. We have a cutthroat thing, which looks to up energy consumption on their side, which is good. He's got a lot of good things, though, going for him. He's less stamina-based, but we don't have something that'll, like... It'll still ignore that, so I think that almost goes in our favor. And starting off well with the cutthroat stuff. I think it's definitely affecting him, because he's taking a lot of energy hits, and the backlash is doing really well. Alright, Salvador Punches is, like, used to be some sort of horribly unattainable goal, you know? He was the Agidate of our fighting league. Moripo, I'm sorry, it doesn't end. It really doesn't, because out of the 1,000 chapters that are available, I'm like only 300 in, well on my way. He kicks himself to death. We actually won against Salvador Punches, which is kind of great for a lot of reasons. And we get enough to do some stat training, which I'm surprised at. Sharp Sting could be really good, because that's what I feel like we were going for. But Demoralize is another great thing. All damage done by opponents reduced. Yeah, I definitely want that. Especially since it'll lead into Flip Kick, which will replace our Karate Kick and do more damage. I think it'll do damage on par with, what, our Karate High Kick? Because it's 6 and 3, but it looks like it's only 2 consumption, which I guess is nice. Maybe Cool-Headed wouldn't be so bad. And blocked. That could be okay. I definitely could see it. It doesn't have any penalties. Strike modifier is good. Would like this roundhouse kick, because it'll actually up everything. I'm not actually sure, because the points there are the same. Is it just a more... I'm not entirely sure. I would love to do this, the Slave of the Wind to get more stuff, but probably want to like wait on it. Maybe Rice Eater. I don't know if we can get into Controlled Fury. If Controlled Fury is an entirely separate thing. I don't know if I would now want to pay for these skill points, which is to say I'm gonna pay for these skill points and not put in that block thing, even though I just said it. We did get Demoralized, so like what? We'd get 1/5, 20% less damage? That seems pretty good. And also just in general could help us out. So just getting a little bit of skill points would be really helpful to us. And I hesitate to want to go to the red tier enemies, but the ultimate fight is ready for today. We, might as well try it. This is, I mean, except for if we lose, we, get injured again and have to face that withdrawal. Like, as far as everything goes, it's not that, bad of a thing. So it's not, I mean, okay. I'd rather instead get a little pizza in, probably not spend all of the money on it. We don't actually need to do that, we can just save fight. Probably sign up for the next thing. Captain Bile, I think he's the dude that ruined us last time. So this can be entertaining in a way. Looks like he's got the block thing, which doesn't matter because we don't block. Does more damage there, and his chance to dodge is also really good. So if we start the fight out just getting our crap kicked in, this is gonna end well. It would be nice. You did one kick, me. So maybe do a little more. Maybe just do something at all, please. Our stamina's not too badly matched. It's just a matter of needing to get in and take less hits. We're winning in the energy fight, so if we can get a good knockdown, we might have like a definitive lead. There we go. There's some leeway. Get past those sharp cross kicks. I'm trying to think, what's the kick that Guile has? Ah, it's too late. It doesn't matter. We beat Bile, got a crap ton of money and some good skill points. So before we get mugged, let's go spend it all on food. There aren't any bad guys to be out today, so that's a shame. What do I like? Probably don't want an absurd amount of just everything, because we have the machines we need. Maybe it'd be a good time to run, no, not exactly right now, but maybe it'd be a good time, like, the next day to go see if we can't turn that music down. Now that we got demoralized, that bat is going to hurt a lot less. In the meantime, I guess we deserve a kind of break. Get our health back a little, get some energy, so that we can just redo a lot of the exercising. So far, so good. Not full there. A little bit of running, probably to march, like, make that perfect. We lost a whole lot of stamina or agility, which kind of like boggles my mind. Like, how are we supposed to keep up with this constantly if it's working like that? I suppose that's what the Rice Eater and all the other get your stats up really quick things are supposed to do for you. Maybe I'll work towards that. We hit 13, which I'm fine with just doing today, because right now I'm gonna tell some man to turn the music down, even though my health's not perfect. I think what we have here is a great big old sack of stupid. His stats are pretty okay, but he's got this a hit batsman. That's, yeah, no. He doesn't have a block or anything, and he does have some sort of berserker rage, but if we can manage to just whittle him down and maybe get those counter strikes in and maybe not get hit by the freaking bat, it'd be good. There we go. Definitely the stop hitting yourself with a bat seems to be the thing. I just hope that that berserker rage doesn't come in kind of at a clutch moment for him and basically turn everything around. So far, it seems pretty well-sighted. That knockdown is almost, like, certainly signifying that. There we go. Honor defended. We get some points. Mood for beating up a man. Let's have this discussion. I won't hear anything anyways. Oh. What? Needs a hearing aid? Lost mine a month ago. If you could find a hearing... Why am I doing a quest for you when you were just like a jerk? Fine, whatever. Let's find Bobo's hearing aid. But yeah. Maybe they have an extra hearing aid. Do we know anyone that's like... We know an old guy. An old guy we haven't been to in quite some time. Hey, Kamigawa, I mean Mick. Share your wisdom with me. Most people don't look dumb until they start talking. Usually I look pretty dumb because all you hear is my voice, and when I start talking it just kind of goes bad. Maybe I could ask you about a hearing aid. It might be old, my hearing's still good. I know, but like, do you have one or not? Not fine. Old people and hearing aids. Dr. Man. Mr. Y's got a burned face. I don't think that has any direct treatment. Potion vendor. Do you have any potions that'll increase hearing? How are you, Mr. Clean? My ears are not as good as my biceps. I can tell because you keep flexing them. Is that how that works? You just get extras? Oh, okay. Old hearing aids. The quest was not as difficult as I thought it'd be. Which is kind of nice. I have a hearing aid for you. Alright. I can do that and everything. I helped Bobo out even though I'm pretty sure he started this thing. You wanna... Oh, it worked for me for good money. Yeah, okay. Probably collecting my share from local businesses. I'm not sure I enjoy this, but at the same time, it might get us in with the Dawn a little faster. Up to money is yours. Each third day you come to me and I'll give you a list of places. Start right away. Well, this did get kind of interesting. Mickey, I did turn down the music for you, so how do you feel? Ah, thank you. Gift for you. Oh, I forgot that you were giving me a gift, but I'll accept it. Cool beans. Does that just go in my inventory, or... Alright. It is a good day today. Alright. What is it earning? What happens if I just ask you to earn some money? Oh, okay. It's kind of the, like a different job, but instead of doing that... Is that, like, better? It definitely seems a little faster, but I can't just stop in the middle of it. So I do have to commit to it. It's interesting, to say the least. Let's see. I probably want to go fall in love. Let's get some ways into this. Do some talking, which will hopefully increase my mood as well as get us into that love falling. We can definitely train for absurd amounts of time. Anytime now. I mean, I don't know. How long does this falling in love thing last? There we go. We're, you know, falling in love. It just takes so much of my day. I just hope I'm more important than your fights. I've got bad news for you. My fists, or rather my feet, are like the one true love. Have you, again, I'm a missionary for one, Hajime no Ippo. So let me tell you about loving the fight. Boxing and fighting in itself is like an addiction that you're just like, man, I really want to keep fighting. Roy understands that. That's why he helps me out when we want to spar and train and junk. And speaking of sparring and training and junk, anytime now. There we go. Hey, that's great. Do you want to go just train together? Let's train on. Let's get train. I don't actually know very many train songs at all. Didn't they do Drops of Jupiter, I think? Or is that just acid? Did they just do Drops of Acid? Instead of what I probably should do and go home and eat, I think I want to just get this done. I don't need to worry about mood. I'm more interested in food-wise. I'm Mr. Moneybags now, so I don't have a problem hustling everywhere. Sparring fight, yes. You do have a... I mean, does it really matter about the piercing thing? It'll get this faster, I suppose. Let's get rid of our punch. And that might be the way that we do it whenever we have this here. Is just get rid of the punch and then have the get through the block thing, so we can just kick to our heart's content. Kicks to our feet. Wait. Kick to our feet's content? Feet to our heart? I don't know. Maybe fighting is more the strength that we have here. Now that it's too mildly important, it is just a spar. And we actually win before we can finish it, so it's good. At least it's not... It kind of is, though. There, you know, a part in Evo that he's getting too good that finding good sparring partners is becoming difficult. And that's almost what we have here. It's just like sparring with Silver isn't actually going to increase our stuff as much as we'd really like it to. I'd really love it to increase our abilities to like insane tiers. But our skill point, like, drip is so low that it's almost not as good. It's not horrible, it still helps, but it's like, man, feel like we're missing something that's like, we could be even better. We still have to work on this to get that as far as it can go, and probably the 6. If I had to guess, it would probably just be work at this until we get to... Probably not until we get 13, until we get entirely done with it. We can't work on that machine. Come on, Speedball. It is called the Speedball, right? Because all I think of is just like one of those tiny things of cocaine. Not that I should really totally identify that with all, but I guess the Speedball is the same thing. Maybe it got the name because of that, like, the same size thing. Nonetheless, instead of worrying about drug names, we should instead try to get the rest of our Roy training in as far as we can, and probably as much like training as we can get in before the day ends, which isn't going to be that much really, but it's enough to do some fights. So we're going to fight Gordon, who's actually a little easier, I think, than all the other guys. He's a little more agility based, but he's, I don't know, maybe he got more points than punches, which is fair. But I don't know. We're evenly matched. We're both the same kind of outfighter going on, so there is something to be said there. At the same time, we're getting some good hits in. Still gonna go a couple of... Oh, what's happening? A weird random dip in the thing, probably because I'm... Hopefully that's not just the manner of me doing multiple things and trying to process stuff while recording. That's probably exactly it. So... we get a good victory, some points to spend, probably definitely on just that. Sharp Sting is really good, though, and it'll get us into Roundhouse Kick. Yeah, no, alright, I'll get into that, and we'll get into these things later. I do like it has capped out at 25. I thought it was going to keep rising up until it was just stupid amounts of things. But that is going to do it for this episode of Punch Club. If you enjoyed it, click the like button. And if you want to see more stuff like this or like stream highlight things, go ahead and subscribe, because I've got a pretty good amount of stuff coming out this week, as well as hopefully through the weeks ahead. I'm going to be working a lot to make this channel and probably the Twitch thing pretty good. But for now, I will see you next time.